Hello, Jennifer and I are in Portugal, and have you wondered what the cost of driving a Tesla is from the UK, and the cost of the accommodation, prices, and what are the disadvantages and advantages of driving a Tesla to Portugal, and how do Tesla Superchargers prices compare between the UK, Spain and Portugal? Well, the Brittany Ferry from Portsmouth to Santander costs £1,060. That's the return price for a car and two people, including a cabin with a window, free food and wine in the Commodore Club. You could save by not having a window, and a little by buying your own food and drink, and an inside cabin for two, and return is about £800. You could also take a shorter route, Dover, Calais, Portsmouth, Le Havre, and drive from any of the French ports, but the overnight ferry to North Spain is very civilised and much easier than driving all the way through France. Going out takes 2 nights from Portsmouth and returning is 1 night. The Plymouth Santander Brittany ferry is closer for us and shorter crossing, but it doesn't operate in January and it only takes about 18 hours. The Tesla Superchargers from Cornwall to Portsmouth cost 57p, and that's generally the price throughout the UK. That's a kilowatt hour. In northern Spain, from Santander to Porto, they were 0.52 of a euro. That works out at 47p kilowatt hour. But from Porto, on Portugal's west coast, down to Gaia in the Algarve and Faro, it was only 0.42 of a euro, and that equates to 38p kilowatt hour. So the Algarve supercharger price is a third cheaper in Portugal than the UK. 38p a kilowatt hour is not much more than many people pay for their home electricity in the UK. I've always used toll rolls driving in Europe because they are so much better and the costs vary, and it's no different from having an EV or a gas car. We did stay unexpectedly at the Penna Park luxury hotel, costing €90. It had a destination charger and reducing the cost by €25. So at €65, that's £58. The Airbnb in Porto for 6 nights costs £236. That's £39 a night. Very reasonable. And a month in Gaia was £827 for 30 nights. That's only £27 a night less than you pay at backpackers or hostels. But it did have a big 60% discount because it was for a month. The normal night rate is £60. It has a small patio that I'm on now, also a nice sea view in the distance, kitchen, lounge, bed, perfect for just what we want. At these prices, I don't know why anyone needs to buy a holiday home to visit once or twice a year. Jennifer always scrutinises the Airbnb reviews to make sure they are what we are looking for. We could have flown here, but with COVID, although the world is in denial at the moment, we still prefer to stay away from people as much as possible. So in the car, the Tesla, Airbnb, self-catering seems to fit us just about right. The Tesla Model 3 was my first new car at the age of 68, and I've driven since 1970 dozens and dozens of cars. Although I did have many new company cars, but I've never paid more than £7,000 for my own car. Not until the Tesla in September 2021. Before buying it, we went on a Mediterranean cruise, which was very nice, and we had booked another one before COVID started. Because cruises are very luxurious but very expensive, I convinced Jennifer that if we had a cruise a year for 5 years, it would pay for the total price of a new Tesla Model 3. In September 2001. I know they've gone up a bit since then, but then they've come down again. And we could go on lots of UK and European road trips, staying at Airbnb and hotels. So we've been to Scotland twice and the Orkneys. We live in Cornwall, and we've been to Wales, the Isle of Wight, and now we've been to Spain and are currently in Portugal. The total cost of the Tesla Supercharging from Cornwall to Portsmouth and from Santander to the Algarve in Portugal is £120. That's 1,046 miles, and that equates to 10.6p a mile, and includes the free destination charger at the Penna Park Hotel near Porto. My insurance company sent me a green card, and although Tesla have breakdown services in the UK and Europe, I did pay £96 for green flag European breakdown, in case something's not covered by Tesla, like someone hitting my car. I looked on the Tesla UK owners, and they did recommend that. What are the advantages and disadvantages of driving a Tesla in Portugal? I just can't imagine doing this trip without a Tesla. A supercharger network is so good. In the UK, I think I could survive using GridServe on longer trips without owning a Tesla, or Charge Place Scotland in Scotland. But here I bought a Mile card and deposited £20, and the one public charger I've used doesn't work, but I will be trying others as we are here for a while. I'm interested if anyone watching this has driven in Portugal with an EV other than a Tesla, to see how it went. Here I've noticed there are more Teslas in the cities or where supercharging is. The real world range varies, and on the quiet toll roads where 75 miles an hour is legal in 2 lanes, it's hard to only drive at 60 miles an hour, so range is not good. The car fully charged says 255 miles range, but the total Algarve trip so far is only 187 miles real world range. And since we've had the car and done 12,000 miles, only 204 miles real world fully charged range. But I did get 277 miles of the short trip from the supercharger the other day with a warmed up pre-conditioned battery a few days ago. So I think the real world range will improve. But I'm driving normally and not trying to manipulate those figures. It's sad there are so many anti-EV people out there, and if anyone should be stuck in the past with petrol and diesel, it's me at the age of almost 70. But after driving an EV, it's impossible for me to go back, especially as I have a Tesla. I'm sure the oil industry love it when someone buys an EV and returns the gas, but the vast majority of people don't, unless they have some other motives. Hope you can like if you did, and please subscribe and hit the notifications bell, and you'll be notified when we post our next Portugal in our Tesla video very soon. And I wonder what adventures await us next. What do you think? Please leave a comment below. Please don't forget to use your reusable mug wherever you go. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time. Take care. Bye.